Now on Good Morning Northwest, days after his attempted assassination, former President Trump makes his first appearance in Milwaukee for day one of the Republican National Convention and naming his candidate for vice president.
We're on track for setting more heat records, what those records are, and the current heat advisory that's in effect.
Plus, we're keeping an eye on the Texas Ridge Fire burning an estimated 150 acres in Latah County. The latest evacuation orders issued overnight. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Rob King.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Tuesday, June 16th. Thanks for being here with us. Robin's off this week, so our KXLY Plus digital anchor, Rob King, will be joining us right here on the Good Morning Northwest anchor desk. Rob, we're so happy to have you here.
I am happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And of course, we're going to kick things off with Mark Peterson. Actually, we're starting with some breaking news this morning. We're taking a live look this morning right outside of our KXLY studios at the Viking Bar and Grill, where firefighters have put out the fire on the outside of the building. We've been watching this kind of take shape all morning long. A little while ago, we saw smoke coming out of the building, but now, as you can see, things have started to calm down. Firefighters say it started in the entryway, and no one was inside at the time. They got the call around 5:20 this morning, and the fire chief says the Viking is unlikely to be open for the business day today, but we have yet to hear from the owners. As you can see, quite a bit of damage there on the outside.
It's sad to see this close, but Mark Peterson is here with your first alert forecast. Mark, high heat creating these fire conditions.
It is dry, it is hot, and we want everyone to be careful, certainly as they're out in the great outdoors. 68 degrees currently, 58 in Coeur d'Alene. Now, that is a very warm temperature for the West Plains. We'll show you some other temperatures here in a minute. Taking a look at the 4 things you need to know. Heat advisory is in effect now through Thursday night because we're going to see more upper 90s and 100s. Dry lightning expected Wednesday, which has us under a weather alert day. We want you to be aware with dry thunderstorm activity and the opportunity or the chance for seeing, again, some lightning-caused fires in some of our forested areas. It's going to be the entire region. It's all day Wednesday, but really for us, it looks to be Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. Forecast radar. Well, we are going to see sunshine today, maybe a few high thin clouds with the heating, but that's going to be about it. It's Wednesday. We see the monsoonal moisture start to make its way in from the south, crossing over. We're going to have that chance of, again, dry lightning, so we don't have the water associated with the outflow winds, and of course that cloud to ground lightning. And it looks in our area to be afternoon, evening as it crosses through, and we're going to see some of those thunderstorms. So we just want you to be aware and be ready to move if you need to. Currently 62 in the valley, 68 into West Plains, 59 into Post Falls. Deer Park, you're at 52 degrees. So our forecast for the day. We're going to see temperatures warming up. We're going to have, by 10 o'clock, we're going to be in the low 80s. Bearing in mind that 85 is a normal high for this time of year. At noon, we're going to be at 89 degrees, mid to upper 90s all afternoon long. And again, we're going to see a high today of 98 degrees. So again, those cooling centers are open, and we want you to be careful today.
Mark, thanks. Since this weekend's attempted assassination on former President Donald Trump, he has now named 39-year-old former Marine and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as his running mate.
President Biden says that Vance is a clone of Trump on his issues. Let's toss things over to Hannah Joy at the Breaking Now desk with more from day one of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee.
Thanks, Rob. Trump said his decision on a VP had a lot to do with Vance's performance on television and his appeal on conservative media. Trump is hoping that Vance can use his life story growing up in Appalachia to help appeal to Midwestern voters. Unlike most Republicans, Vance has experienced poverty and addiction close up. The 39-year-old former Marine and venture capitalist rose to national fame with his memoir, Hillbilly Elegy. Vance was once a Trump critic, calling him America's Hitler.
I don't hide from that. I was certainly skeptical of Donald Trump in 2016, but President Trump was a great president, and he changed my mind. I think he changed the minds of a lot of Americans.
At the convention, Trump is now swarmed with security to protect him. Like never before, there is still an ongoing investigation for the attempted assassination and more information on the suspected shooter, Thomas Crooks. In the next half hour, reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. And in the aftermath of the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump, local party leaders on both sides of the aisle are now urging for peace during what the Spokane GOP claims is a heightened period of political violence. Now, we spoke to Spokane GOP Chair MJ Bolt, and she expressed her hope that violence witnessed over the weekend doesn't take root in Spokane. She also offered support to the candidates and urged them to stay focused as the election approaches.
At the core, we all want better lives for ourselves, for our citizens, and for our children, and for the future generations. We need to remember that. And we need, politics is obviously very important, but it's not worth lives.
Democratic Senator Patty Murray echoed this sentiment, releasing a statement saying it is easy to say political violence has no place in America. But if we want that sentiment to hold true, we must condemn all forms of political violence. We cannot denounce one and disregard another. Now, last night, Spokane County Republicans hosted a 5th District Congressional Candidate Forum.
The candidates are running for the seat being vacated by Cathy McMorris Rodgers. Marissa Rio takes us there.
5 of the 6 Republican candidates were here tonight. Jonathan Bingle, who is a Spokane City Council member, was the only one who couldn't make it due to tonight's City Council meeting. Now, the 5 candidates that were here today all had the opportunity to tell the community why they thought they were the best fit to serve Washington's 5th District. As people entered the forum, they were greeted with the candidates' campaign signs and pamphlets, an opportunity for the community to learn more about each one.
We must address our economic concerns by promoting policy that spur growth, necessary regulation, and encourage innovation.
Every candidate had a different approach in addressing how they'd serve Washington's 5th District if elected.
They need somebody that's been a seasoned fighter that can go back to Washington, D.C., especially now when we see what's at stake, that can go back there and stand up for you folks and say, on behalf of the people of Eastern Washington, enough is enough. We're not going to allow it anymore.
Others leaned on the fact that they're not career politicians.
I will reach across the aisle and work with the Democrats to get reasonable legislation passed. That doesn't mean the Democrats will get everything they want. It simply means that the government will actually get some things done.
Michael Baumgartner's approach, addressing the priority issues he hopes to tackle.
Number one is securing our southern border. We cannot have a country with an open border that we have now. It is chaos. We also have to get this reckless spending and inflation under control.
Another candidate talked about the congressional bills she's written and hopes to pass.
The first bill addresses closing the border and banning electronic voting machines and mail-in ballots.
The forum ended with the candidates making themselves available for individual questions. Besides the 6 Republican candidates, there are also 5 Democratic candidates. You can find more information on all of these candidates on our website at KXLY.com. In Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
And this year's election will reshape the Inland Northwest.
We want to focus on the races that will impact you. So between now and Election Day, share your questions with us, and it will help drive our coverage. We'll make sure you're well informed when you cast your vote. You can find the place to submit your questions online. Just go to KXLY.com/forthepeople.
In our continuing Fire Watch coverage this morning, Level 3 evacuations have been ordered for the Texas Ridge Fire that's burning near the town of Kendrick, Idaho, which is about 30 miles south of Moscow. Go now orders have been issued for Cedar Ridge from Highway 3 to Linden Road to South Park Road, and Texas Ridge Road and East Road to Sunstorm Road. Now take a look at this video that was sent to us overnight from Mia Carlson, who says the fire is now estimated at more than 150 acres. Now earlier, Latah County said the fire was spreading into Nez Perce County. This is a developing story, and of course we'll let you know any more information as soon as we get it, both on air and online. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:08.
Mark, it is hot. It's going to stay hot.
So much so we have a heat advisory. That is today all the way through Thursday evening. We'll have temperatures in the triple digits and the upper 90s. So we're going to talk more about the heat, when we'll see a break, and when it returns. There's so much going on, and it's all hot. We'll have that coming up.
It's time for summer camp. We're sharing some options through Spokane Parks and Rec. You can learn skills like disc golf. Let's see, let's give it a try. Cut the camera,
And 2 Spokane teens killed in a car crash over the weekend. How they're being remembered by their classmates. And Good Morning Northwest continues after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford. All month long, we're celebrating freedom, innovation, and the spirit of America. Ford, 0 down, no payments for 90 days, 0% APR.
Mach-E, F-150, Explorer, Escape. It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford.
50th, dead last. Washington has the lowest number of law enforcement officers per capita of any state. That's unacceptable. As governor, I'll fix it. Public safety is my top priority. I'll hire more police and first responders, create a statewide response unit to tackle the fentanyl crisis, and invest the $1 billion I won from drug companies to increase treatment. Washingtonians must feel safe and be safe for our state to thrive.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. How may I help you today?
I'm having some problem with my air conditioner.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What sort of problem?
Well, it's making a clingety, clangety, clunk sound.
Oh, no worries. We can certainly take care of that for you. Here at Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, we speak your language.
My name is Stevie, and I work for my dad, Steve Stikowski, at SGX Jet Boats here in Orfino, Idaho, where we specialize in a shallow water aluminum jet boat. For us, it's more than just business, it's a legacy. You realize that it's all worth it because you're starting to see everything come to fruition. All of the hard work has paid off, and P1FCU is able to provide us with that security in knowing that our legacy is safe with them.
I've always been drawn to artists like this.
Yeah, me too. This used to be one of my favorites when I was younger.
You're me.
Yeah, after you quit the firm and follow your passion.
Where do you find the time?
After work, studying with others who are looking for more.
Continue your education online or in person. Now accepting applications. Face your future with Whitworth University. Adult education programs.
It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford.
Enjoy a fireworks show of incredible deals all month long.
Escape, Edge, or the Bronco Sport Wild Edition. Lease payments as low as $369 per month.
Huge selection.
Join us for 4th of July at Wendell Ford at the Y on North Division.
Watch live with Kelly and Mark, weekdays at 9 a.m.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Former NFL star Terrell Davis is demanding an investigation over the way he says he was treated on a plane.
Davis had an encounter with a flight attendant where he says he lightly tapped his arm to get his attention. The flight attendant apparently claimed Davis hit him, and when the plane landed, 6 FBI and law enforcement agents boarded the plane, handcuffed him, and removed him. Davis received an apology from agents who determined the flight attendant made inaccurate accusations. United has removed the flight attendant from duty while it investigates.
And billionaire CEO Elon Musk says he will donate to a new super PAC supporting former President Donald Trump. According to a report from the Wall Street Journal, Musk has pledged to donate $45 million a month earlier this year. Musk vowed not to contribute to either Trump or Biden's campaign. Musk remains the only Fortune 100 CEO to fully endorse a candidate in the 2024 presidential race. So far, Trump's new super PAC has reportedly raised more than $8 million.
It is 13 minutes past 6 o'clock. 10-second takeaway has that heat advisory in effect that takes us all the way through Thursday night. So drinking our water, taking our breaks, seeking shade if you're outdoors. 98 our high today.
She definitely went out of her way to make other people happy.
2 Lewis and Clark High School students were killed in a car crash over the weekend. Now they're being remembered by friends who say our community has lost 2 bright lights. 18-year-old Rogan Merle and 17-year-old Jeanette Morgan died at the scene of the car crash Saturday. The 2 were killed when the car they were driving in hit head-on by another car on Highway 27 just north of Rockford. One other victim was badly hurt and taken to the hospital. Their friends still in shock.
I didn't want to believe it was real. I had called one of my friends at the time, and he was like, "Hey, Gabby, this is real." And I just started crying and realized that my friends were gone, and it was horrible.
Now, the other driver in the crash, 33-year-old Jesse Rouliar, faced a judge for the first time yesterday. He's charged with vehicular assault and vehicular homicide, and WSP believes he was driving under the influence. Rouliar is being held at the Spokane County Jail on a $2 million bond. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:14.
And if you're looking for summer plans for your family, Spokane Parks and Rec has you covered. After the break, Allison Martinez is live with details on their outdoor adventure camp.
4 News Now is brought to you by Walker's Furniture.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
I love you just the way God
Don't miss Parmalee, Contemporary Country Hitmakers, live Thursday, September 12th. Visit CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
Higher shipping rates may be the cost of doing business, but at what cost?
Turn shipping to your advantage with low-cost ground shipping from the United States Postal Service.
I started taking care of my mom about 5 months ago. She has dementia, and then being newly diagnosed with lung cancer, my mom was unable to stay in her home. Balancing work and caregiving has been a struggle. Knowing that Wall Cares will be available relieves a lot of stress. Having access to those funds would have helped so much, financially and mentally, because life is unpredictable. Wall Cares moves with you, even if you move out of Washington.
The second annual Great Northwest Gathering Auto Show returns to the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Come celebrate 60 years of the Mustang and check out muscle cars, hot rods, air-cooled VW parking area, and more. Live music and a burnout contest on Saturday. For info, go to Facebook or this website.
Some days I don't know what's harder, herding cattle or 3 kids.
Really, Mom?
I'm Jacqueline Maycumber. Our hands are always pretty full and a little dirty, but we make it work like so many in Eastern Washington.
In D.C., Jacqueline Maycumber will work for us. A former law enforcement officer, a rancher, a conservative. She'll seal the border and won't take any bull from Biden.
I'm Jacqueline Maycumber, and I approve this ad.
The right window shade can do more than just cover a window. Imagine shades that light up to illuminate dark spaces. Shades that adjust automatically for the best lighting or privacy. Shades that improve energy efficiency for lower utility bills. All with legendary Hunter Douglas quality for style that lasts. Hunter Douglas. Shades like no other.
I love you just the way God
Don't miss Parmalee, Contemporary Country Hitmakers, live Thursday, September 12th. Visit CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome back. The time is 6:17. Your kids can wave goodbye to boredom because Spokane Parks and Rec has your new summer plans.
Bye-bye boredom. Your kids can get outside and explore with some summer adventure day camps. And our Allison Martinez is live this morning to share how your family can get involved. Allison, last time we saw you were out on the water. You've made it onto land safely. What are you doing now?
Yes, I'm learning lots of new skills this morning. We're trying out a little bit of disc golf. Now I'm joined by Andy Fuzak with Spokane Parks and Rec. Thank you so much for joining us. You're telling us all about these outdoor summer camps that kids can get involved with. Can you tell us a little bit, give us a crash course while I attempt a little putting here?
Yeah,
is that right?
We've got summer camps for youth ages 8 to 11 and 12 to 15 for outdoor adventures, summer camps, and we take kids on daily adventures. We meet at Bull and Pitcher Park and Riverside State Park every day, and then go on a field trip every single day, utilizing our local waterways, going out to different parks and enjoying some kayaking, paddleboarding, rafting, disc golf, and some rock climbing.
Yeah, and Spokane is just such the perfect playground for a camp like this to learn new skills and get outdoors. Now, we tried out some disc golf. You may have seen I'm 1 for 2 of my shots here this morning, but for any kids who are interested in disc golf particularly, you have a camp just for that. Is that right?
Our disc golf super summer camp with U.S. Youth Disc Golf Association. Coaches there come meet us at one of our local youth disc golf courses.
Amazing.
And run them through a full curriculum throughout the week. in the mornings. It's like a half-day camp.
Very cool. Yeah, well, I think I picked up a new hobby. I think I'm going to try out disc golf for myself. This was super fun. Look at that. You
Feels
nailed
good
it.
when you hit the pin.
Yes, it sure does. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Oh, great job, Allison. She scored one.
There you go.
And we're taking a live look outside over Riverfront Park. Looks great today, but the heat might not make it so.
Yeah, checking back in with Mark Peterson here. What do we got on tap?
Early morning activities, always the better part of it. Now, we do have an issue that's coming in, and that's going to be, for the first time in a week and a half, we're going to have some moisture coming in.
Okay.
And that could create dry thunderstorms, which could be, you know, lightning starts for fires into our forest region. So weather alert day for tomorrow. Again, the dry thunderstorms, the entire region is under this, and that's going to be all day for tomorrow. Now, here's what we want you to do. Certainly, if you live in some of the forested areas, and we've been going into the forest over the last 2 decades, we have a lot of people who live around trees. We want you to have a go bag. Make sure that you're ready just in case. Got food and water in it, change of clothes, first aid kit. Make sure you've got your current prescriptions or medications that you need. Get copies of those important documents, and again, your phone charges for your particular phone. Just make sure you're ready to go. We just want you to be prepared and want you to be safe. All right, we also have a heat advisory in effect, so hot and dry, and you can see how that, again, weather alert day sort of comes into play. We're going to see that through Thursday. We want you to be aware. All right, sunshine. Temperature's going to warm up quickly today. By 10 o'clock, we're going to be in the 80s, and then by 1 o'clock, we're going to be in the 90s, but it's the mid to upper 90s, taking us through the afternoon and the evening, right through dinner time. 7 o'clock, still 94 degrees. All right, air quality index right now is in moderate. We'll probably stay there the day. We have a lot of fires in the Pacific Northwest, not so much close to Spokane, but some of that's filtering into our area. And we're going to see the forecast radar talking about that monsoonal moisture working its way up the coast today, coming into our area. And it looks like it's going to be an afternoon, evening event for us. And then Thursday, that pushes out and we're dry again. 98 for the high today, 96 into Bonners Ferry, 102 into Wenatchee. It's hot. It's just hot. All right, 100 tomorrow, 99 Thursday, Friday 97, and then we're back into the low 100s for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We'll talk about a potential break in the heat. Have that for you in about a half an hour.
Oofta. That's
Oofta.
so hot.
It's just so hot.
Oh,
but I like that there's possibly a break.
And the other thing is, by the way, reminding someone from Florida, it's a dry heat.
There you go. At least we don't have humidity.
Whatever.
There's
It's
always
still
a break.
hot.
It's still hot no matter which way you look at it. All right, thanks, Mark.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:22.
We've officially hit the halfway mark in the MLB season, meaning it's All-Star Week. And while the M's had plans of sending only one All-Star, a last-minute change of plans was made, and we'll tell you much more about it coming up after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Have you worked or enjoyed the outdoors in Lincoln County before 2014? You may have been exposed to harmful Libby amphibole asbestos. Get your free asbestos health screening today. Don't wait. Early detection is key. Contact the CARD Clinic at libbyasbestos.org.
What makes a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle better than an average vehicle?
It starts with longevity. 97% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. Every certified pre-owned Subaru gets a 152-point inspection where anything that doesn't meet our high standards is repaired or replaced.
If you're in the market for a Subaru, don't compromise on quality or affordability. Come see our huge selection of vehicles and receive your no-problem customer service at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
In 16 years, Greg Gerstner will land the perfect cannonball with friends he's already meeting now at AARP volunteer and community events to help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Your best defense against erosion and cavities is strong enamel. Nothing beats it. I recommend Pronamel Active Shield because it actively shields the enamel to defend against erosion and cavities. I think that this product is a game changer for my patients. It really works.
Considering selling your RV? R&R wants it. Tired of paying storage fees? R&R needs it. Just don't use it anymore? R&R will buy it. Due to a critical shortage of pre-owned RVs, R&R RV is currently paying our absolute top dollar for your used RV. Any year, any make, any model. Turn your RV into cash or flip it for a newer model. So if you no longer use it or want it, let R&R RV buy it. Visit the R&R RV Superstore in Liberty Lake or call Keith at 509-499-2601.
Children's Miracle Network provides hope and life-saving services to children undergoing treatment. The nonprofit relies on donations to help kids like Abigail.
Abigail was born with a heart defect that required open heart surgery. Thanks to community support, Children's Miracle Network was alongside her family every step of the way.
Thursday, July 18th, for every drink sold at Spokane area Dutch Bros, Numerical will donate $1 up to $10,000 to Children's Miracle Network. Let's make miracles happen one cup at a time. Cheers!
Have you worked or enjoyed the outdoors in Lincoln County before 2014? You may have been exposed to harmful Libby amphibole asbestos. Get your free asbestos health screening today. Don't wait. Early detection is key. Contact the Card Clinic at libbyasbestos.org.
We have finally made it to the halfway point of the Major League Baseball season, which means it's All-Star Week. And for the Seattle Mariners, they are sending 2 representatives to the Midsummer Classic later tonight. Starting pitcher Logan Gilbert was selected for the first time in his career after a dominant first half, which saw him pitch more innings than any other player in the league. He also produced a 2.79 ERA with a .87 whip and 124 strikeouts. Now, since he pitched in the Mariners game on Sunday, he won't be able to go in the All-Star game on Tuesday evening, meaning reliever Andres Munoz will replace him as an alternate. In 38 appearances this season, Munoz has 15 saves with a 1.41 ERA and 46 strikeouts. And later this evening, Washington State University will formally introduce Ann McCoy as the 15th athletic director in school history. McCoy started working for Wazoo almost a quarter century ago and was the interim AD for the past 3 months after Pat Chun departed for the University of Washington. A press conference is scheduled for 3 p.m. in Pullman. And you will be able to hear McCoy and how she plans to lead Washington State into this unknown future on 4 News Now at 5 and 6 this evening. Our Julian Minnesone will be live in Pullman, so make sure to follow along with him on social media and KXOY+. Reporting in studio, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
All right, thank you, Alex. Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:26.
A sexual abuse victim settles with this Cheney School District. She shares her story for the first time with our Robin Nance in a 4 News Now special report. That's next.
And a Spokane landmark is set for new owners. Find out who's buying Churchill Steakhouse next on Good Morning Northwest. Before we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the end of a Vegas era. The Mirage, a 3,000-room resort and casino known for its 40-foot volcano, a dolphin habitat, the former home to Siegfried and Roy and their white tigers, and even featured in Vegas Vacation.
Blackjack is the only game where a smart player has a mathematical advantage over the house.
This week, it's closing its doors for good. But before the final cards are dealt on Wednesday, fans are flocking in for one last shot at big money.
We'll be having a giveaway that'll be giving away about $12,000 over 9 drawings from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And just to create a little bit of excitement and giving away those last dollars here at the Mirage.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll be live outside the Mirage as this pillar of the Strip readies for its final roll of the dice. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, Las Vegas.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like I was losing interest in the things I love. Then I found a chance to let in the light.
Discover Caplyta. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Caplyta is proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders and weight gain were not common.
Caplyta can cause serious side effects. Call your doctor about sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks in young adults. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Report fever, confusion, or stiff muscles which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements which may be permanent. Common side effects include sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, and dry mouth. These aren't all the side effects.
In the darkness of bipolar 1 and 2 depression, Caplyta can help you let in the light. Ask your doctor about Caplyta. Find savings and support at Caplyta.com.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Save your greed! Make It Ford summer sales event is on. Amazing offers on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Don't wait. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 F-150 STX Super Crew for just $399 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Ironstone Furniture and Fire is proud to provide American-made products. It's our mission to source sustainable quality goods that are built to last. Shop our showroom of beautifully crafted furniture that is handmade in the USA. And enjoy 15% off. Our designers would love to help you craft a space you love and want to share. Ironstone Furniture and Fire, outdoor living and inside comfort.
Looks like you need some kind of quick payment to settle this whole mess.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to those one call, that's all guys.
We want to make sure you're actually taken care of after an accident like this.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
A step toward freedom for teens and a new set of worries for parents. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. A new teen driver in your house can bring all sorts of stress, but the right ride can save lives. How to balance cost and safety tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
The Make It Ford summer sales event is on. Amazing offers, like the Built Wild Bronco family. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $369 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Rob King. It's Tuesday, July 16th. Thanks for joining us.
We're going to start off with some breaking news this half hour. Firefighters have put out a fire at the Viking Bar and Grill. They say it started on the outside of the building, and you can see the extensive damage there to the entryway. Now, we're told no one was inside at the time. Firefighters got the call around 5:20 this morning, and the fire chief says the Viking is unlikely to be open for business today, but we have yet to hear from the owners there.
And we are following more breaking news of a two-car crash on Highway 395, 7 miles south of Chewelah. Washington State Patrol says a 6-month-old baby has died. We don't have any more information yet, but we'll bring you the latest just as soon as we know more.
Let's pass things over to Mark Peterson here for a look at our first alert forecast as we enter into another warm day. You guessed it.
Yeah, the heat wave continues. We do have, again, that hazy start. Plus, we have fires in the Pacific Northwest, adding to some atmospheric smoke. And that, of course, brings in more haze in the morning. 68 currently. So we do have warm weather that's out. That's at the West Plains. We have cooler temperatures out there, but we do have a heat advisory in effect for today. More upper 90s and 100s. Dry lightning Wednesday potential has us calling for a weather alert day due to the increased threat of fires created by the dry lightning. It's going to be the entire region. It's going to be all day Wednesday. For Spokane, it looks to be afternoon and evening hours. As we look at the forecast radar, a few high thin clouds coming across day. That will be It's going to be sunny and hot. And then tomorrow afternoon, we start to see that monsoonal moisture coming in. And it's going to be, again, afternoon, evening hours for us as we see this come across. So we want you to be aware, make sure that you have a go bag and that you're paying attention to what is happening around us. 62 in the valley right now, 52 Deer Park, 60 into Spangle, also into Post Falls. Forecast for the day. Sunshine. Again, a few high thin clouds coming across. We are going to be well above average now. 85 is a normal high for this time of year. We're going to be at 98 degrees.
All right, thank you, Mark. Since former President Donald Trump's attempted assassination, his campaign has now taken a turn from Make America Great Again to Make America Safe Again.
Let's turn things over now to Hannah Joy at our Breaking Now desk with information on the suspected shooter. Hannah.
According to officials, Thomas Matthews Crooks purchased rounds from a gun and ammunition shop in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Crooks allegedly fired as many as 8 rounds from a rooftop, 200 to 300 yards away. According to the FBI, there was a suspicious device found in the suspect's car, and agents were trying to determine what it is. Another was found in his home. Crooks has no known history of mental illness. His family is cooperating with investigators. The suspected shooter has not been charged, and the investigation is still ongoing. We have more information on the RNC in the days ahead. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy for News Now.
Hannah, thanks. A teacher who sexually abused one of his students in the 1980s has cost the Cheney School District a couple of $1 million.
But it cost that student, a victim, decades of anguish. She asked Robin Nance to help you tell her story.
At Cheney Middle and High Schools, Sarah Bachman Rhodes was a band kid.
Clarinet and saxophone.
When she went to band camp in middle school in the early 80s, she met a young charismatic counselor named Michael Allstad. He was later hired as Sarah's band director at Cheney High School. Not long after that, she says, the grooming began.
Started to make me feel special and single me out, and as a kid, that feels really nice to feel like, oh wow, there's something about me that's good, and I want to do good things in this program. So that became kind of the inroad for him.
Sarah was dealing with a lot at home, losing 2 grandparents and learning her mom had terminal cancer.
I needed someone, and he saw that vulnerability and took advantage of it, as most predators do.
And when she reached her junior year,
then the abuse started.
Did other people know?
Yes.
Those other people Sarah's talking about, teachers and staff members. She says they knew Michael Allstad began inappropriately touching and sexually abusing her, a teenage student, and that it went on for 2 years, often happening on school property. So Sarah lived in fear and shame. And Allstad left Cheney High and got hired at a school in Aberdeen, where he was later accused in civil suits of abusing at least 2 girls. In one of the suits, he admitted the abuse and said in a written statement that he made mistakes as a young teacher. The student won a $2 million settlement from the Aberdeen School District. It wasn't until Sarah learned about that case that she began dealing with her own trauma.
And then it was like my whole world opened up to the fact that I'd been raped and abused for years. And I was in shock, really, for several months, just kind of trying to get my mind around it. And I realized at that point that I had to do something.
Because the statute of limitations had run out in Sarah's case, Michael Allstad could not face criminal charges. But Sarah could and did file a civil lawsuit against the Cheney School District. The court awarded her $3 million. The school district's attorney released a statement that reads in part, the Cheney School District had no knowledge of the sexual abuse. It goes on later to say, the health, safety, and welfare of every student is of the utmost concern to Cheney School District, and Cheney School District is deeply troubled by what SBR experienced at the hands of Mr. Allstad in the mid-1980s. Cheney School District remains committed to protecting its students from all types of harm. The harm for Sarah has been done, and she lives with it every day. She also lives with the painful feeling that no one was watching out for her and fears the same things are happening to other children.
I was their kid. Like, I was the district's kid, and they looked the other way, and then when they had an opportunity to do something, they didn't. And then years down the road, when they've had an opportunity, they haven't. Extended we should have known, we should have done something, You were from our town, and we didn't do our job.
I'm Robin Nance, 4 News Now.
Now, Sarah hopes cases like hers open your eyes to what she calls an epidemic of child sex abuse in schools and other institutions.
We've learned after Michael Allstad left Aberdeen, he moved to Canada. If you'd like to read the school district's full response to this case and see our past coverage, find this story on KXLY.com. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:37.
And Mark, what can we expect coming up with how hot it's going to be and get?
All right, we're dry, of course. We're not expecting any rain in the forecast, dry thunderstorms. Right now, northern Cascades all the way into Republic, a fire weather watch in effect. Right now, that's the borderline. It could grow, depending, but we're going to keep an eye on that for you. Plus, the hot weather, a full forecast is coming up.
And a new ruling from the Washington Supreme Court. Changes are coming for how long RVs and campers can be parked on city streets. What can now be enforced next?
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
It's a good day for a drive. Great day for a deal.
Perfection Tire carries a full line of Cooper tires with advanced safety features, warranties, and competitive pricing.
Save even more with Cooper Tire rebates going on now. Nobody beats perfection.
50th, dead last. Washington has the lowest number of law enforcement officers per capita of any state. That's unacceptable. As governor, I'll fix it. Public safety is my top priority. I'll hire more police and first responders, create a statewide response unit to tackle the fentanyl crisis, and invest the $1 billion I won from drug companies to increase treatment. Washingtonians must feel safe and be safe for our state to thrive.
A step toward freedom for teens and a new set of worries for parents. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. A new teen driver in your house can bring all sorts of stress, but the right ride can save lives. How to balance cost and safety tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Karen's about to retire. Here's what's going into her retirement.
There's us. She raised us on our own.
10 years as my roller derby wife.
3. Preschool she's opened.
She's a mother.
I think we turned out all right.
She's a friend.
Our mothers could tell stories.
She's a teacher.
She may be retiring, but she's not done.
I'm never gonna stop.
Retirement is the sum of your life's work. Now what? Get income for life and protect your life's work with Prudential.
The second annual Great Northwest Gathering Auto Show returns to the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Come celebrate 60 years of the Mustang and check out muscle cars, hot rods, air-cooled VW parking area, and more. Live music and a burnout contest on Saturday. For info, go to Facebook or this website.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado LT when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Regular visits to your local Perfection Tire can ensure your car's safety and dependability.
With factory recommended maintenance, you increase your fuel efficiency as well as maintain your vehicle's value.
Nobody beats perfection.
Hello. Spokane Police.
Oh, hi. The Washington Supreme Court ruled that people living in RVs or campers on public streets are not protected by constitutional rights to stay there.
The court ruling that cities have the authority to establish and enforce their own municipal codes. This follows a 2019 lawsuit against the city of Lacey in western Washington for banning parking large vehicles and trailers in public lots for over 4 hours a day. Jack Potter, who lived in a 23-foot trailer on public land, sued the city, claiming his constitutional right to traveling within a state and his right to reside had been violated. Lower courts ruled in favor of the city, and after Potter's appeals, the Washington Supreme Court affirmed the lower court's rulings.
What the ruling does is affirm a city's right to enact and enforce parking laws as it relates to public health and safety.
Spokane City Code won't be heavily impacted by this ruling, as a camper or RV is already only allowed to be parked on public roads for 24 hours. After that 24-hour grace period, vehicles will be towed and impounded at the owner's expense.
Hey, it's Tuesday morning, 10-second takeaway. A heat advisory in effect. This takes us all the way through Thursday. We're drinking lots of water. We're taking breaks. We're going into the cooling centers. 98 the high today.
Well, a familiar face could soon be taking over a Spokane landmark. Anthony's Restaurant Group is in the middle of talks to take over Churchill's Steakhouse. Now, in their statement, Bill and Renee Alice says it's time for new, vibrant leadership, which is committed to maintaining the Churchill standards as they retire. The Alice's thank the people of Spokane for their support over the past 17 years and say the deal could close anytime between now and August. Anthony's has several restaurants around the Pacific Northwest, including one right here in Spokane.
Well, as long as I can get still a decent ribeye.
Sounds like it.
Good morning, Northwest. It's now 6:42.
Are your kids looking for some summer adventure? Well, Spokane Parks and Rec is here to help. Allison Martinez is live this morning from the Great Outdoors.
Your kids can get outside and explore and learn new skills like even rock climbing. We're telling you all about these summer outdoor camps coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Hi, I'm Ken.
And I'm Donnie.
We lead the Advocates.
The Advocates fight for each of our injured clients. We take on big insurance and get big results.
We're both advocates, but we're very different from each other.
That's true.
I say potato, she says...
Potato.
Oh, I guess we're the same there.
Potato. Do people say that a different way?
Potato.
Who says it that way?
Never mind. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Embrace the magic, celebrate friendship, and share the joy at Disney's Frozen the Musical.
Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts, July 24th through August 4th. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Elevate your summer with cashback checking and savings accounts from Canopy Credit Union with an incredible 6.17 annual percentage yield on your first $25,000 in your checking account and a generous 4.07 annual percentage yield on your first $50,000 in your savings. You can potentially earn over $3,500 a year. Level up your finances this summer. Canopy Credit Union. Here, you grow. Limits and conditions apply.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
Some days I don't know what's harder, herding cattle or 3 kids.
Really, Mom?
I'm Jacqueline Maycomber. Our hands are always pretty full and a little dirty, but we make it work like so many in Eastern Washington.
In D.C., Jacqueline Maycomber will work for us. A former law enforcement officer, a rancher, a conservative. She'll seal the border and won't take any bull from Biden.
I'm Jacqueline Maycomber, and I approve this ad.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fred's Appliance.
This summer, your kids can pick up a new hobby with the help of Spokane Parks and Rec. The city is offering multiple summer camps with an outdoor adventure camp happening right now.
Kids will be able to kayak, paddleboard, rock climb, and much more. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live in front of some rocks, going to share how your family can get involved.
Yes, we've shifted locations. This is the coolest part about this camp is you can try out so many different activities. I'm joined with Andy Puzak again, and then we also have Jordan and Taylor who are behind us. They're with Peak 7 Adventures. Another cool aspect of this camp is you can try out rock climbing right here in Spokane. Will kids actually get to do this for themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the field trips is coming here to Shields Park to meet with Peak 7 Adventures, and kids get multiple chances to go up on the wall. It can be tailored to their abilities. If they've climbed a little bit before, they can make it a little harder. If you haven't climbed before, they can make it a little easier. Awesome. And it's just, this spot too is just a really dynamic place to be able to set up the perfect location for them.
I can't imagine how excited these kids are to get home and tell their parents and their friends about everything that they learned. Now, this is such a great opportunity to get outside, learn new skills, meet new people. Why is this so important to have this kind of experience?
Oh, it's just, getting outside and playing and learning, whether it's rock climbing or paddle sports or disc golf like we did earlier. It's just a really great thing to do for your whole life and to really like the place you live.
Yeah, 100%. Now, what do people need to know if they want to get involved for the next couple of sessions?
Yeah, so we've got spaces available for youth and our teen camps, the 8 to 11 years old and 12 to 15. And they can find more information on our website, SpokaneRec.org. That's SpokaneREC.org, or by calling the city. You can call 311. My contact information is also online.
Awesome.
And we're always happy to talk about our programs.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and thank you so much to you two over there as well, Jordan and Taylor. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
So just to wrap up here, we've seen Allison in a kayak, on a paddleboard, disc golfing, and now rock climbing.
Well, fortunately, she wasn't up in the air, so I think that's probably the safe move.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. But either way, getting outside, enjoying the great outdoors there.
If I did all that, the next shot would be in napping.
Exactly. She might need one after the show.
Oh, man.
Mark's live from the ER.
Yeah, I think very likely. I got to tell you, it's a great program, and getting those kids out, it's perfect. All right, now, getting the kids out these days, we want to make sure we do it early in the morning, make sure the kids are drinking plenty of water and taking breaks. Again, we have a heat advisory in effect all the way through Thursday night, and it encompasses our region and then that northeast area. It's a touch cooler, but it's still hot. Also, a weather alert day for tomorrow. Why? Dry thunderstorm activity expected in the afternoon. It's going to be the entire region, and it's going to go really all day. For us, it looks to be the afternoon. So hour by hour, we take you through our day today on this Taco Tuesday. 85 by 11 o'clock, and then we're going to be 95 by 2 o'clock. So yeah, it's going to heat up fast, and we're going to continue to be in the upper 90s throughout dinner time. Then things cool off a touch. 7 o'clock, still 94 degrees. All right, air quality right now in moderate. We have 1 of 3 monitors showing moderate. We do have some smoke in the air. So again, if you've got tight lungs, respiratory issues, just take it easy. We look at the forecast radar today, high and dry. Things look pretty good. Tomorrow, we start to see that monsoonal moisture coming in, starting in the Cascades, where, again, fire weather watch is in effect. And then we start to see it move in for us. And again, that is why we have that weather alert day. We want to make sure that you're safe, make sure that if you live in forested areas, that you've got a go bag ready just in case. It's going to just be a higher incidence, and then it's going to move out. All right, Thursday looks to be a better but hot day. 98 for the high today, 93 into Kellogg, 103 up into Omak. So we'll see a 100-degree temperature tomorrow. It's going to be hot, dry, and again, the dry thunderstorm potential, 99 Thursday, and then triple digits Saturday through Monday. The heat continues. So does our broadcast. We're going to have your morning sprint coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by TourMosesLake.com.
It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford. All month long, we're celebrating freedom, innovation, and the spirit of America. Ford, 0 down, no payments for 90 days, 0% APR.
Mach-E, F-150, Explorer, Escape. It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford.
When you've been seriously injured, choosing the right legal team is the most important decision you'll make. Craig Swap & Associates is a top personal injury law firm for one reason: we win.
If you or a loved one has been seriously injured, our team of winning attorneys is here for you. We'll review your case for free and start working immediately to win the compensation you deserve. Craig Swap & Associates, one call, that's all.
I'm Mike Kelly. As a business owner and citizen, I feel Olympia's overreach, just like you. That's why I'm running for Washington State Senate District 4 to push back.
Mike Kelly will safeguard families, secure a prosperous future, and is committed to accountability.
Washington's made mistakes, but there's hope. I know because I've made mistakes and made a comeback. So let's work together, because Washington's worth saving.
Paid for by Mike Kelly for Washington, Republican.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals. Upgrade your home with the new Bosch dishwasher for just $6.99. Unmatched efficiency and state-of-the-art features. Dishes come out spotless every time. Enjoy exceptional savings and top-tier performance with this premium appliance. The Precision Wash system uses intelligent sensors to scan and check the progress of dishes throughout the cycle, while the Eco Silence motor systems ensures a quiet operation. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Beautiful duet honeycomb shades from Hunter Douglas have a unique, energy-efficient design which provides insulation at the window, helping reduce your utility bills year-round without compromising on style. And now you can qualify for a federal tax credit of up to $1,200 on select styles. To learn more, visit us at hunterdouglas.com or call today.
It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford.
Enjoy a fireworks show of incredible deals all month long.
Escape, Edge, or the Bronco Sport Wild Edition. Lease payments as low as $369 per month.
Huge selection.
Join us for 4th of July at Wendell Ford at the Y on North Division.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday in the morning sprint.
Hannah Joy has a look at the impact Donald Trump's choice of running mate.
Allison Martinez is live with a look at all the things you can do at Spokane Parks and Recs outdoor adventure camps.
And Mark Peterson is letting us know why we have a weather alert day tomorrow.
But first, we're following some breaking news this morning. Firefighters have put out a fire at the Viking Bar and Grill. They say it started at the outside of the building around the entryway, which you can see the damage there. Nobody was inside at the time. And the firefighters got the call around 5:20 this morning, and the fire chief says the Viking is unlikely to be open for business today.
And we're following more breaking news of a two-car crash on Highway 395, 7 miles south of Chewelah. Washington State Patrol says a 6-month-old baby has died. We don't have any more information yet, but we'll bring you the latest as soon as we know more.
In our Fire Watch coverage this morning, level 3 evacuation orders have been issued for the Texas Ridge Fire burning near the town of Kendrick, Idaho, about 30 miles southeast of Moscow. Now, right now, go now orders have been issued for Cedar Ridge from Highway 3 to Linden Road to South Park Road, and Texas Ridge Road to East Road and Sunstorm Road. This is a look at videos taken overnight sent to us from Mia Carlson, who says the fire is now estimated at more than 150 acres. Now, earlier, Latah County said the fire was spreading into Nez Perce County. This is still a developing story, and we'll update you as soon as we learn more.
All right, good morning, everybody. In our first alert weather, we have a weather alert day for tomorrow. Due to dry thunderstorm activity, expect to come into the afternoon, evening hours. It's going to be the entire region. And again, really all day Wednesday. Everything is hot and dry. Right now, waking up 62 into the valley, 52 in Deer Park, but we've got temperatures of 68 at Spokane International Airport. That's our official temperature. We're going to have a high today, sunny and hot at 98 degrees.
On the first day of the Republican National Convention, Donald Trump named his running mate. Although J.D. Vance was never a Trumper, he is now a MAGA champion and supporter. Vance wasn't at the Pennsylvania rally where a shooter made an attempt on the former president's life. The senator expressed his concern and support for the president. Vance fundraising information for the families of those who were killed or injured at the rally. The 39-year-old former Marine and venture capitalist rose to the national fame with his memoir, Hillbilly Elguy. Vance was once a Trump critic, calling him America's Hitler.
Local party leaders on both sides of the aisle are now urging for peace. Spokane GOP Chair MJ Bold expressed her hope that violence witnessed over the weekend doesn't take root in Spokane. She urged candidates to stay focused on as the election approaches.
At the core, we all want better lives for ourselves, for our citizens, and for our children, and for the future generations. We need to remember that. And we need, politics is obviously very important, but it's not worth lives.
Democratic Senator Patty Murray echoed this sentiment, releasing a statement saying, "It is easy to say political violence has no place in America. But if we want that sentiment to hold true, we must first condemn all forms of political violence. We cannot denounce one and disregard another."
A wanted home invasion suspect is now in custody. He was arrested near downtown Spokane yesterday. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says this man, Adam Lee Sijohn, attacked 2 people with a knife or a club. Deputies and U.S. Marshals agents say dozens of tips helped lead to his arrest.
This morning, I'm sharing all about Spokane Park and Recreation's summer outdoor camp. Kids can learn skills like kayaking, paddleboarding, disc golf, and even rock climbing. Now, the next session starts next Monday. This is for ages 8 to 15. We'll have more information on how your family can get involved on our website, kxly.com.
Starting today, Highway 904 in Cheney will be shut down at Betts Road. Drivers will be detoured around to 6th Street while crews repave the railroad crossing. This phase will last for a week, then construction will shift to Betts Road. You can see all the latest road closure information right now on our website, kxly.com. Mark has a final check of weather right after this break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you an aspiring cottage cheese micro-influencer? At Numerica, you'll find money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
You know the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Well, it doesn't have to be an apple. Wellness looks different for everyone. It looks like this. And this. And whatever this is. It's really that simple. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, where do I sign up for this? you're taking a step towards the healthier you. Inside and out. Find your Apple.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun.
And I, the sea. I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market, and crushed my sales call. Typical Tuesday.
Awaken your inner goddess with Vitafusion's delicious and nutritious gummies. Unwrap new Vitafusion soft chews, available now.
We have seen it day after day after day, 10 days in a row, actually, 90+ degree heat. We're going to see it again today. 95, we'll see our temperature at about 2 o'clock, but 98 is going to be the high today, and we're going to continue to be hot. Again, a heat advisory in effect currently all the way through Thursday night. We're going to have temperatures into the upper 90s all the way through Friday, and then triple digits again Saturday and Sunday. And that leads us into next week with 100 on Monday. But it does look like we'll see a break in the heat that'll come the middle of next week. But for now, be safe out there.
Thanks for spending your morning with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Sure, I've loved having you here. Well, we'll see you throughout the morning on GMA. It starts right now.